Hi, this is Michael Smith, an aspiring engineer and producer and current student at Full Sail University. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the album Blue by Joni Mitchell and what it represents in the music industry. The album Blue is a hugely emotional production. Coming off of a couple successful albums prior to the creation of Blue, Joni Mitchell had suffered a terrible heartbreak. Knowing how hard that can be, she took to the notepad and wrote a few tracks about her experiences with that on her album. This is kind of the type of music that shaped this era. There were a lot of emotions at the time. The United States was heavily plagued with racism, and the nation was tired of fighting. This was the era of the hippie. With all of these things occurring, there was obviously a lot of emotions, and those emotions can be heard in the music of this time. In my opinion, this album, being about love, relationships, and everything in between, is the perfect example of music of its own time, and I believe that many people would follow along and make similar from the heart emotional music that everyone can relate to. This album does differ a bit from the music of its era, however. Along with the negative things happening and the music being made about those events, a lot of the music was happy, feel good, and even somewhat romantic. This album shows the side of a person when they are not feeling so well, when love shows its dark side, if you will. I feel that this album helped influence the music industry in the sense that it shows that it is okay to write about the struggles as well as the good times. They are a real part of everyone's life, regardless if they are a famous recording artist or not, and I believe that she made it, for lack of a better term, alright for artists to show their true emotions even when they are negative. I believe that this production should be closely looked at and studied because of the way that it differs from the sounds of the era. There are a lot of people going one direction, meaning the happy feel-good route, and getting record sales and radio play. Then this album comes along, and even though this particular artist has had similar success, they chose to go the path less traveled and created a brilliant production that has so much depth and feeling behind it because it is not some sugar-coated song about going to the beach. It is about real-life emotions and the things that everyday people like you and me will be able to relate to at some point or another in our lives. This is what makes the album so spectacular to me. As a listener, this album absolutely gave me the chills. The pure expression of emotion that comes out in her songs on this album is unexplainable. It's just something you have to hear. Truly moving stuff. As an industry professional, this production at the very least reminds me that it is okay and should be encouraged to try something new and take a chance on something that is not normally done. That is the only way to truly grow as an artist or even as a person in general. Music would not be anything if everyone just stuck to what has already been done, and that's the beauty in music, and more specifically, Blue by Joni Mitchell. Studying this album will help me reach my 5-year goal in the music industry by giving me the reminder to always go with what is in my heart when it comes to my music. I will always remember that, even if it isn't what everyone seems to want to hear at the time, it will always be from the heart, and people will hear and recognize that in the production, and it doesn't get any more